People that in that house are doing. So first of all, I just want to say that the people of Cavan and Monaghan, I want to commend you for working, together, above all working together with each other and working together with your local community and with your local businesses, supporting them. A few businesses, and I know a few business owners, they were very bleak. It was very bleak, and they even said themselves. They didn't think they would survive, and they've just barely made it over the line to survive, the business for to survive. And there's a few garden sectors I knew, and I'm happy to report that they're making huge profits. They're making more profits at this time than any other time of the year, which is great. And only a few days, they only opened 3 days now, and they made huge profits. They have nearly 20% extra profits than they did this time last year, which goes to show the amount of people wanting to buy flowers and which is great, which is a huge thing for them small businesses, because these businesses are small in small towns. And it's huge for them. It's huge because, especially because they look like we're going to close a few of them, forever. Never have, they saved a few jobs. So thank you to the people of Cavan and Monaghan who are supporting them businesses, because it's helping them get through it, and it's helping the local community recover at the same time. So thank you again to everybody. Just long, slow, stubby short. I just have to thank everybody, because they're very encouraging signs to see that people's jobs are being saved by people buying products in local stores. And keeping the garden centres and hardware shops open, which is great. Local people being kept going, which is great. And I do encourage people to do as much as they can in local shops, instead of going to the big international shops like Dunstores, Aldi, rest of them. Go to the local man, go to the local woman who has the shop. So just again, huge, and everybody else following the rules in Cavan and Monaghan, just fair play to you. So in Cavan today, we have 2 new cases, which is 802. And in Monaghan, we have no new cases, which is great, which is 485. Now, the recovery rate in Cavan is going very strong, as you heard 21,000 people in this country have recovered, which is a huge amount. But unfortunately, as I said, there's a few casualties in Cavan with the coronavirus. As I said, I don't have the exact figure yet. We don't know ourselves. Might to be totally honest with you, we don't know ourselves the exact figure. We still have to calculate, because obviously death sorts and everything like that. But yeah, I offer my condolences to the families, because it's tragic. It's absolutely, it's heartbreaking, and it's especially heartbreaking when you can't grieve properly. And it's the worst nightmare. And simple as that, it's just the worst nightmare to have. Please God, we can get that up and running by midsummer. Hopefully, please God, we can have funerals again, and please, have a proper place to grieve, have a proper time to grieve, because so many people need that at this time, so somewhere to grieve. But again, to people in Cavan and Monaghan, just want to reiterate again to people, and also, sorry, I actually meant to say this in one of my videos. The Darkness into the Light campaign about a week ago, Cavan people raised 80,000 euro was raised in Cavan. Fair play to everybody who got involved and everybody who donated. Like myself, everybody in Cavan I think nearly donated, because everybody was so generous towards it, which is, as many people put it, it's very humbling to see Cavan people reach into their pockets. But all jokes aside, it's it's really just showing that Cavan's not defeated, and that we're not defeated in our darkest hour. We can only rise, we can't go down. Famous quote by Adrian Oaken, but anyway. But the only way is up. The only way is up. There's no downwards. The only way is up now. The only way is up. Everything's turning upwards, which is great. Which means everything's going back to some kind of normality. And I'm saying to people again, and I reiterate it all the time, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to say, to your friend and to your family, wait, I need to talk. I don't feel it. I don't feel the best inside. And talk. That's the one thing you need to say. I know it's easy to say. Believe me, I know it's easy to say. But it's so hard to do. It's so hard to do, saying to somebody, I'm not feeling okay. It's very hard to do. Some people might say it's not hard, but it is hard. I found it very hard in my experience to say, I'm not okay. People ask you, how you doing? You say, I'm just okay. I'm okay. I'm doing fine. But generally people would say, I'm not feeling the best. Can I talk for a few minutes? And that's all you need to say. And then everything else would be flow out. Everything else will work itself out. If that makes any sense. And again, I want to just reiterate what the doctor's been telling the local authorities in Cavan and Monaghan. That if you have other illnesses like ear infections, things like that, don't be afraid to contact your doctor, GP, to tell about the other issues, because there is a considerable worry in Cavan and Monaghan, the people, especially with doctors, because there's a good lot of cats, like they said, they haven't been diagnostic, cats, whatever, trying to think, I can't think of the word in my head. Try the whatever, people. I'm sure people, but don't be afraid to bring up the GP in town that there's something else walk apart from coronavirus. But again, to people at Cavan and Monaghan, they're doing very well. So take you all for following the guidelines, and all doing your best. And that's above all. That's all we can ask of you. The state asks too much. Already we ask way too much of people. We can only do our best, and the cases are going down, which is great. But again, I just want to reiterate to people to be safe. Above all, be safe. That's all. Put your health before anything else. Because your welfare and your well-being is more important than anything else in the world. So yeah, please stay safe, everybody. Take care and bye.